handling massive data loads or fast agile development, enterprise-grade stability or full freedom in visual design. You probably already know that diagrams can simplify daily tasks and support smarter decisions. But how to build an app that answers your needs and doesn't drain your budget? Let's compare the two most popular diagramming technologies, React Flow and GoJS. Welcome to Right Decisions, a series where we help you navigate through tough business choices using powerful visualizations of your data. If your product involves diagramming, there is a good chance that you've came across technologies such as React Flow and GoJS. But which one should you choose? Let me introduce you two professionals who face this very decision, John and David. John is developing a SaaS application for end users. He needs a smooth, visually appealing interface, fast development, and a lightweight toolsets that fit seamlessly into his React-based stack. David is building a diagram-based SCADA system. It needs to visualize thousands of sensors, connections, and components in real time, stay responsive even in large distributed environments, and be highly scalable. And so the race begins. Which technology is faster in development? John's focus is speed. His team needs to start developing immediately. They work in React and want to create interactive nodes using familiar tools. John doesn't want his team to learn a complex custom rendering engine. The product needs to ship and iterate fast. David, meanwhile, is planning for the long haul. His diagrams will be a part of a highly specialized system. He's willing to invest more time upfront to build a solution that is scalable, reliable, and flexible over time. For David, development speed matters, but so does long-term architecture.
John's team is working on a customer-facing SaaS app, where the diagrams focus on visual presentation and user interaction. In this case, a React Flow allows for a quick implementation, especially when the diagram logic is simple and the focus is on building customer-looking nodes within a React environment. David's SCADA system, however, requires more advanced graph features like grouping, auto-layout, rotation, or copy-paste. Since GoJS offers many of these out of the box, it can significantly speed up implementation when such functionality is needed. So while both tools support rich diagramming, the time to implementation can vary depending on the feature scope and project goals.
One of the most important areas is performance and scalability. David expects large, data-heavy diagrams. His application will process and visualize thousands of nodes and edges, often simultaneously. The system must remain fast, responsive, and stable regardless of data size. John's application is lighter. He focuses on visual clarity and interaction, not massive datasets. His diagrams are smaller, and most of the complexity lies in the UI experience, not the volume of elements.
GoJS is purpose-built for high-performance scenarios like David's. It uses canvas rendering, which scales far better than HTML solutions. GoJS handles thousands of nodes with smooth interaction even in complex layouts. What about John? His diagrams don't require that level of performance. React Flow based on HTML is sufficient for mid-sized diagrams. Plus, it includes built-in virtualization, which optimizes performance and keeps the UI snappy.
Let's shift to UI because the user experience goes beyond pure functionality. David's system needs to be reliable, stable, and easy to interpret. It's all about clarity and control. But John's focus goes beyond that. His app is built for external customers. It still needs to work well, but it also requires an inviting and rich user interface.
React Flow is built with React, and that makes a big difference when it comes to UI customization. Each node is a React component, so John's team can easily embed charts, controls, or forms inside the node. They can use Tailwind, Material UI, or any design system they already work with, and style everything directly with CSS. GoJS also allows for extensive node customization, but it uses its own templating system. Because GoJS is based on Canvas, it has to follow a different approach than HTML or React-based libraries. Standard HTML elements can't be embedded inside nodes, so David's team needs to put in more effort. To add interactive components like charts or dropdowns, they need a solid understanding of how GoJS manages rendering and logic. Both libraries offer strong visual capabilities, but building rich interactive nodes is typically faster and more flexible in React Flow.
Let's take a look at live update options. David's system must support real-time monitoring. He's building a diagram-based SCADA system. Live data from sensors, machines, and controllers changes constantly. The diagram needs to reflect these updates instantly, as even small delays can lead to missed alerts, safety issues, or downtime in critical industrial environments. John's product doesn't deal with live data in the same way, but still benefits from real-time interactivity, like user-triggered updates, dynamic flows, or animated states.
GoJS is ideal for real-time data visualization. GoJS rendering technology, Canvas, is optimized for handling numerous rapid modifications, making it ideal for live update-intensive applications. Its data binding engine ensures that only changed elements are re-rendered. For David, this architecture ensures scalability and reliability. React Flow can support dynamic updates, but doesn't offer optimized built-in binding mechanisms. While libraries based on the DOM, such as React Flow, are very efficient for typical UI updates, they may not compete with Canvas performance in scenarios requiring extremely frequent re-rendering. John, who's leaning towards React Flow, would have to manage React updates manually and be aware of potential performance pitfalls. However, considering the priorities and needs of his product, I believe this setup will suit him well.
We are moving on to multi-user features. Both David and John want collaboration options embedded in their systems. In John's case, it's about modern UX. Users of his app might co-edit diagrams in real time. For David, collaborative editing is a part of broader system integration, often involving strict access control and precise state synchronization.
Both React Flow and GoJS provide enough flexibility to build collaborative workflows. They don't have built-in support for multi-user collaboration out of the box, but they can be integrated with technologies like YJS to enable real-time co-editing features. And the implementation effort? Comparable for the two libraries. Both John and David would need to manage synchronization logic, shared state, and conflict resolution.
Last but not least, costs and licensing. John's team is budget conscious. He prefers open source tools with low entry barriers. He wants flexibility without licensing overhead at the early stages. David's company operates in an enterprise context. For him, commercial licensing isn't a blocker. What matters is the product maturity, support, and feature completeness.
React Flow is open source under an MIT license. The free version would be ideal for startups or early stage products. There's also a pro plan for extra examples and professional support. GoJS, on the other hand, is a commercial library. Licensing includes access to full features and vendor support. It answers David's enterprise needs with long-term stability and confidence in delivery.
David and John have different goals, different timelines, and different constraints. And that's exactly why they need different technology. There is no one-size-fits-all answers when it comes to diagramming technologies. If you're facing the choice of technology, we have prepared a decision checklist to guide you through the process. It includes key questions to ask, a feature comparison, and use case examples. You will find the download link in the description. Sign up and get the file that will help you make the right decision. See you in the next episode.